Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today I have decided who's going to be my 13th rank 5 champion, and in today's video we're going to be checking him out, doing a quick fight against Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, everybody's favorite punching bag, and then kind of slightly discussing why I rank him up and things like that. So without further ado, let's go to our 5-star champions and select our rank up. So let's filter by class so it's easier to find. And Captain America Infinity War. I have mentioned it before that I want to rank him up. I have an Awakening Gem and I have loads of 6 stones for him, so I could get him really high signature level. However, I had a last minute change of heart. I did decide to rank somebody else instead and get back to him later, most likely. He's still really good champion that I definitely want to rank 5 at some point, but for today we decided to go with Night Thrasher. So I know Night Thrasher is a bit of a different champion, unique. You don't see many of these rank 5, but the more I was playing around with him, the more I started to like him. I think he has quite a few unique bits of utility and I just enjoy playing him. And at this point I decided why not. I had him quite high signature level already, so I pumped him with some more stones and maxed him out completely. And yeah, so before we go over all of his abilities, I'm just gonna have a quick fight in the Realm of Legends, and then I'm gonna explain exactly what is going on and how is the game plan working. So we're using already a pre-selected team which capitalizes on his synergies. Unfortunately, I do not have Deep Wounds maxed, which would help us a lot. But oh well, we have Suicide Zone, which is not advisable mastery setup for him whatsoever. But anyways, our game plan is to get to 3 level 1s first. And you're gonna notice that we do that really quickly. And we need to kind of play around his abilities to finish our combos with medium, light, and then just a straight up direct level 1. So here we want to knock him out just to refresh the gadgets. And now we need to land one special one. So now we have all 3 of our unique debuffs on. Now we can go for a taunt. We can apply taunt with our heavy attack. So here it is applied. And now every time we strike him with our skateboard, we're going to be gaining a fury effect while the taunt is active. So here we refreshed it, we have 7 furies already, these furies max out at 10. So we have our max furies, we have our level 3 off. Level 3 is gonna double duration of our debuffs, which is a nice extra, but the basic game plan is to get the 3 debuffs on and get our furies up. So now that that's done, we'll just do a heavy attack. Refresh him, doing some nice stacks of bleed, and all the other debuffs we're hitting really hard. So there's 8k crits, that's nice. So we're just gonna put on our level 2 now. Let's see if those crit 28k, 13k, wonderful. 22k heavy, that's great stuff. And 80 hits, and that's with us spamming special attacks. And that didn't take long at all. It's actually surprisingly easy to do. So let's go over his abilities and exactly what is happening. So let's go to our champions. So sort them out by hero rating. Yep. And so first of all, his signature ability. Heavy attacks have a 35% chance to activate a gadget debuff to inflict taunt, Heavy attacks have a 35% chance to per active gadget debuff to inflict taunt, reducing opponent's attack by 40% and increasing their special attack activation chance by 70% for 10 seconds. So basically for each unique gadget debuff, which you can get 3 of, we have 35% chance to activate taunt. And that reduces their attack by 40% and makes them activate their special attack 70% more likely. So as long as we have 3 gadget debuffs on, basically every heavy attack is going to be taunting them. So striking a taunted opponent with skateboard grants a permanent fury buff, increased our attack by 460, and we can have max of 10 stacks of those. So when we get our max 10 stacks of fury, we gain a massive 4.6k attack boost with his 3.8k that we have currently running suicides. That basically puts him at like 8k attack, which is quite amazing. And lastly, after being knocked down, Night Thrasher essentially has a 50% chance to purify all debuffs if we have any. So if we eat a special attack that has some debuffs on, we can get knocked down and those are going to be taken away from us. Also, we lose all our furies if we get knocked over. There is another interesting application to that, and that is if we are fighting, like, let's say, bleed or poison lanes, we have a chance to purposely get knocked over by a heavy attack at the beginning of the fight and lose that poison, for instance. But anyways, let's go further. So Night Thrasher's advanced combat suit grants him immunity to incinerate effects and 700 physical resistance. So he has quite a bit more physical resistance than most champs, and he is incinerate immune, which is becoming increasingly important recently. And then Night Thrasher gains 87.5 critical damage rating for each unique debuff on his opponent. So the more debuffs we give our opponent, the higher is going to be our critical damage. And for most of the fight, you can normally be keeping up like 4 or 5 debuffs, so that adds up quite a bit. And here is my favorite ability. Well-timed blocks and successful dodges grant 5% of max power, while Night Thrasher is under 1 bar of power. So what does this mean? It's going to be extremely easy to get to our level 1s and get our setup working. So that is one of my favorite things about Night Thrasher, because we can spam level 1 all day if we want to. So then skateboard attacks gain true accuracy effect, ignoring all evade or auto block effects. And true accuracy is definitely a nice piece of utility for him. All our medium attacks, heavy attacks, and all the start of our special attacks are skateboard attacks. That means so long as we don't hit opponent with light attacks, they can't auto block and they can't evade. So that's extremely useful and really easy to pull off. And the most important thing is it doesn't have any conditions. We just have this ability from get-go in the fight. We do not need any kind of missions, or we do not need to get our level 1 or land a heavy attack or nothing. As soon as the fight starts, we can make sure we have true accuracy on our attacks. So on opponent knocked down, as we saw in the video, we refresh all gadget debuffs, and there are 3 of them. So gadget debuff number 1 is shock, that's lasting 12 seconds. Number 2 is disorient debuff. Disorient basically reduces ability accuracy by 50% for opponents, and also lowers their block proficiency. But also lasts 12 seconds, and the last one is incinerate, which is also 12 seconds long. Special attack 2 gives us quite a bit of precision, so increases our critical rating. And special attack 3 essentially doubles the duration of all our disorient debuffs. So the basic game plan to get you set up in a Night Thrasher fight is always get to 3 of your special ones, get all 3 different debuffs on, then knock opponent down with your heavy attack. You have 100% chance to put a taunt on him. So at that point, every hit you land with your skateboard is going to give you the fury buff. So once you have all 3 gadget debuffs on and 10 furies, you're going to be hitting like a truck. Opponent is going to have reduced ability accuracy, and he's going to be taking damage over time, and the fight is just going to fly by. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing around with him some more, and hopefully going to make some more videos for you if you guys are interested in what he can do and where he can be useful. But for now, I'm just going to be playing around with him and kind of enjoying myself. This is definitely one of those rank ups that I did more so for me than anything else. But I do think he has great potential with his true precision, and his setups aren't actually taking so long. He's incinerate immune, and he's extremely fun character to play with. So let's hope I was right ranking him up, and yeah, leave leave a comment, guys, if you think it was a good call or not. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like. Feel free to share it, subscribe the channel if you want to see more videos of Night Thrasher and some other crazy stuff coming. So anyways, that's gonna do for this time, guys, and I'm gonna see you soon.